Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a really deep dive into the architecture of modern oil and gas operations. Now, if you've ever looked at how drilling engineering managers handle information, you know it's an incredibly complex, highly specialized world. So today, we're exploring how ZIWIGPT Wells Agent tackles one of the industry's absolute biggest hurdles, transforming scattered, chaotic data into a totally secure, unified foundation that powers some seriously accurate AI.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start by looking at the sheer chaos of well data, then talk about building a unified foundation, introduce the intelligent agent, compare
ZIWIGPT
with Microsoft Copilot, dig into enterprise-grade security, and finally, peek into the future of well intelligence. Let's jump right in. Section 1, the chaos of well data. Or, to put it another way, can AI drill a better well?
It's a pretty provocative question, isn't it? But actually, before we can even begin to answer whether AI can drill a better well, we have to look at what happens when you try to apply cutting-edge artificial intelligence to the messy reality of traditional oil field operations. I mean, we're talking about massive, frankly overwhelming challenges that drilling engineering managers face every single day on the ground. The reality is what we call data chaos. Right now, your absolute most crucial information, things like daily drilling reports, mud logging, and geological surveys, is heavily siloed. It's scattered across multiple documents, entirely different file types, and legacy systems. You've got version conflicts, you've got inconsistent reporting formats coming from different crews. It's essentially like trying to bake a cake, but your ingredients are hidden across 5 different kitchens. When information is unstructured like this, it becomes incredibly difficult to verify or trace back to its origin. You end up in a situation where your analytics and your visual reports are totally disconnected from the raw data. Like if you change a number in one ledger, you have zero idea what chart it just broke. And here's the real danger. If you just plug a standard generic AI into this messy environment, it completely struggles. It lacks an evidence chain, and that leads to a huge risk of hallucinations, meaning the AI will just confidently make up facts. In well operations, a hallucinated metric isn't just an annoyance, right? It's a massive operational hazard.
Moving on to Section 2, Layer 1. Building the well asset superset.
The hard truth is, you cannot build a reliable AI roof without a rock-solid unified data foundation underneath it. The whole system relies on a strict 2-layer architecture. Think of the bottom layer as your data collection and repository. This is where the raw, multi-source ingestion happens. We're talking about pulling in daily reports, well surveys, and logging data, and feeding it all up into a unified foundation. This foundation is strictly separated by a hard security boundary from Layer 2, which is the AI reasoning layer sitting above it. That separation, that is entirely by design. So let's break down exactly how this first layer gets built. It starts with multi-source ingestion, gathering all those disparate drilling reports, mud logs, and surveys into one central hub. Then, specialized AI steps in for non-structured data processing. It extracts data from these messy documents, but crucially, and this is a big deal, it attaches a strict confidence score and an evidence chain to every single data point. Next up is field alignment. This is essentially the last mile of data integration. It does this deep matching of units of measurement, depth references, and semantic meanings across different systems, ensuring everything speaks the exact same language. Finally, all this aligned data goes through the canonical superset transformation. It's perfectly structured into a single, ultimate source of truth for every single well, which we call the well asset.
Section 3, Layer 2, the intelligent agent. This is where we turn all that unified data into actual, actionable intelligence. So let's see how this builds upon our clean, trustworthy foundation, transitioning from simply organizing data to finally delivering those intelligent answers. The absolute crucial point here is understanding a concept called grounding. In Layer 2, the AI doesn't just get to roam free. It operates under grounding, meaning it has controlled, read-only access strictly to the well asset we just built. The AI is mathematically restricted to only reading this approved vault of truth. It literally cannot invent facts or pull information from the public internet outside your enterprise boundary. This is exactly how you eliminate hallucination and operational risk. Because of this strict grounding, the intelligent agent has some incredible capabilities that you can actually trust. Managers can use it for daily Q&A, asking natural language questions about complex operations. You can instantly query single well KPIs or do these deep historical document searches. And here's the real magic. Because every piece of data has an evidence chain from Layer 1, every single response the agent gives includes a direct citation. It links you right back to the exact field path or source document. So it doesn't just dynamically summarize unstructured text, it proves to you exactly where it got its summary from.
Section 4, ZIWIGPT
versus Microsoft Copilot, purpose-built for oil field operations.
Now, you might be thinking, hey, this sounds a bit like Microsoft Copilot. So let's do a direct comparison to clarify exactly what ZIWIGPT is and, more importantly, what it is not. Microsoft Copilot is a phenomenal tool for sure. It provides fast, sandbox-based Q&A primarily on general office files, your emails, your Word docs. It's totally optimized for immediate personal productivity. ZIWIGPT, on the other hand, is managed, rules-based enterprise intelligence. It's a domain-specific engine built exclusively for specialized well operation management. It integrates directly with oilfield operational tools, it understands the highly specific nuances of daily drilling reports, and it operates based on persistent business rules and thresholds. It's not just drafting an email for you, it's actively monitoring your well's performance. But when you look at their architecture side by side, it's pretty fascinating. Even though they have completely different operational focuses, one being general and the other highly specialized for the oil field, ZIWIGPT shares an identical, homologous, enterprise-grade security structure with Microsoft Copilot. They both rely heavily on Azure OpenAI enterprise services, and they both utilize the exact same principle of grounding, based strictly on user-authorized data permissions.
Which brings us to Section 5, Enterprise-Grade Security Architecture, Safety through Boundaries, Permissions, and Audits.
Listen, for any executive looking at AI in oil and gas, protecting highly sensitive operational data isn't just a priority, it's the only priority. So let's systematically break down this fortress of security protocols. First up, traceability and audits. Every answer provided by the AI links back to specific field paths and document bloodlines. You always know the source. Second, identity isolation. This integrates directly with Enterprise Azure Active Directory. Data access is strictly filtered by the user's project, the specific oil field, and their organizational role. Third, and this is a huge one for operational safety, human in the loop. If the AI's extraction has a low confidence score, it will not autosave. It flags the data and requires manual human verification before it ever becomes part of the permanent database. Finally, data boundaries. Your customer data remains yours. It is kept securely on the cloud and is absolutely never used to train public large language models. Finally, Section 6, the future of well intelligence. Moving from simply unify to act. Once you have unified your data and secured it tightly behind these boundaries, you can move from just organizing information to actually acting on it. The capabilities currently expanding within this system show a really clear evolution. Because the foundational layer is so pristine, the agent is moving way beyond answering basic queries. We're looking at regional operation analytics across multiple blocks, really seeing the big picture. Multi-well benchmarking allows teams to perform deep offset analysis, comparing a new well directly against its historical neighbors. Trend analysis won't just spot anomalies, but will actually provide explanations for them. Teams will be able to run deep material consumption analysis to see exactly where resources are going. Just imagine a system that sends threshold alerts before a minor deviation becomes a multi-million-dollar problem. That is the ultimate goal here with proactive monitoring. I want to pause here for a second because this quote perfectly captures the entire philosophy behind this system. The model is responsible for speaking, the data is responsible for the truth. The AI is merely the conversational interface, it's just the front door. The actual, powerful intelligence, that comes entirely from that perfectly structured, highly secure, deeply verified data vault sitting underneath it. Which leaves us with this final thought for today's explainer. Think about your own operations for a minute. Think about the countless hours spent hunting down conflicting reports or second-guessing unstructured metrics. If your well data is finally completely unified, strictly secured, and entirely trusted, what breakthrough decisions will your team make next? Thank you so much for joining me for this deep dive. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.